Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of 20-Sided Disappointments. I'm your host, Brandon, and without further ado, we're just going to jump into this because I don't really know what to say, and people are waiting, and then stuff happens, and it'll be good. Yes, it'll be very good. Okay, so the two of you are now there the next day in the woods after your incident. You guys have your options. You can continue heading to your next actual job that was assigned to you, or you can investigate this house a little bit more.
It's
What do we think?
difficult to say.
Yeah, I
know.
mean, I have a feeling that if we try and go towards Hexwood, or the Hexwoods, excuse me, I have a feeling this thing is gonna find us before we find it, so we may as well start looking.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm fine with that. I think, because I would say our actual job takes priority. These people have waited a
True.
while already. They can wait another week or so, however long it takes us to do this job.
Children going missing, whatever.
Fuck it.
Fucking kids.
I mean, if a couple more people die here, then that's just extra clues for us to return to. So yeah, I think my vote is for just to for now focus on our primary job.
On the road again.
Side quests just moved off to the side.
I'm horrible with side quests. I will always do them first.
I think so. I always just forget about it. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
real though.
I still have this quest in my quest log. Oh, that was from a while ago, wasn't it?
Just because it doesn't really matter if you guys know this or not. It's not really like hiding anything. I've decided that I guess like main story quests will always reward at least 2 levels, and side quests will always reward 1 level. So,
Ooh, girl.
Ooh, damn.
that's just kind of how I'm going to do it, because the side quests will also
That's pretty good though.
have,
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, with that though, is it going to scale with us?
Probably,
in
yeah.
that,
because time will
okay.
have gone by as you guys get stronger. So, say like you have to go kill like a black dragon. Now it's okay, that's a bad example, but you have to go kill something. It's spent extra time, and maybe it, depending on what happens with what you guys do on your main quest, it could also potentially weaken certain things, or things could disappear altogether, stuff like that.
Well, also because it'll scale. So say we're level 10, and then we're doing a mainline quest. It's going to bring us up to level 12. Yeah, it's going to scale with us, but also the difficulty is going to be scaling, because the quest we did at level 6 is going to be way easier than the quest we had to do to reach level 12 or whatever. Yeah, I get it.
Well, yeah, and it just the obvious fact of we could be level 30 going on to the next main storyline quest, and just be yeah, one punch dead.
I mean, at level 20, you're technically a god in this shit. So I don't know. Maybe we could get there quickly.
Yeah, I definitely have the intention of giving levels, because like I said a while ago, I think it's more fun if players get to have most of their arsenal, at least, rather than well, I know you guys are veteran players, but I know Brian's not, but yeah, you get to start each adventure off at level 1.
Yeah,
that's boring to me.
I know, that's why I usually like, because you did that too. I think we started at like level 3,
Yeah.
because then that's usually where I start my games off. Kind of gives people a little freedom to multi-class or just jump right into their subclass or something.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So with that being said, you guys have some time to talk amongst yourselves if you wanted to talk about anything while you guys are traveling on the road.
Man, fuck this dude. No, anyway.
Well, those were some lovely people.
I know. Yeah, I only I only got homeboy rush me with a fucking sword, disappeared. Fucking rooms are burnt to ash. You know, whatever. It's all good.
It's good
Yeah.
food.
Are you still carrying the
Oh
cauldron?
no, I left that shit behind. That's
Okay.
theirs.
I
I left. I'll leave it at their doorstep or something.
I just thought that was funny. Sitting up all night just munching on this.
I mean, fuck. I'm not gonna let the food go to waste, man. You gotta. They spent time cooking that. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
I mean, Lok comes from a culture where they don't waste any food.
Yeah. Then, so, Brandon, can you give me a quick recap of the event that happened though? Like to Lok with a dream.
So as he was laying there during your watch and getting his sleep, he felt a cold blanket start to wrap around him, constricting, and he felt a weight on top of him. And in his ear, he heard the words whispered, "I'm coming." And then that was it. It faded away as soon as it came, basically.
I'm going to eat your soul.
Like, oh wow.
secrets from your flesh.
Too much. Too much. And you said we're how far away from Hexwoods?
You just have another 4 miles till you get to the town just on the border.
4 miles or hours?
Yeah, hours.
Okay. I was like, well, 4 miles. We'll be there in no time.
He's kind of lost in thought about that. Like, you probably tell pretty easily. It seems like, as we're traveling, Lok's fairly quiet, and it appears like he's doing a lot of self-reflection. Like he's basically stuck in his own head right now. He's aware enough to pay attention to the road and his surroundings, but a lot of his focus is in his head.
Yeah. So, would you like to tell me what the hell happened?
In regards to what?
What made you wake up like that? What happened in that dream?
I told you already. Damn shadow fiend. If it's coming, I'm gonna be ready.
I agree, but try to slow down with the dream and explain to me everything. The more we know about it, the more prepared we can be.
He kind of tenses a bit. I felt weak, helpless against it. I hate that feeling. But it won't get me in the physical world.
Brandon, would we be able to roll, or would Lok be able to roll a perception check to see if it was a spell that hit him? Or
He could roll if he's searching for magic. He could do like an Arcana check.
Yeah, it would be like Arcana. Like, if I'm not really that familiar with magic just yet, so I mean, I don't have Arcana anyway, so it kind of reflects it. It would just be an intelligence check if you want.
I mean, that's yeah.
If you wanted to see if it was magical in nature, yeah.
I was trying to see if there was it. If we could figure out if it's like a spell or something crazy, we can kind of get a clue as to what happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
That would be a 14 on just an intelligence check.
You definitely don't feel like it was magical. It more so felt possessive, almost.
Like more supernatural
More
in
supernatural,
nature.
less. It wasn't like a spell from. Yeah, it was more supernatural for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
Like he would relay that it's like felt like the creature wasn't restraining me itself. Didn't it feel like a spell?
If it has the power of possession or somehow messing with our minds, that could be a big problem when we face it.
He just shakes his head. I'm not gonna let that happen again.
I understand, and I agree with you. But for now, we need to be very wary of what our surroundings are and who we are around. We don't know what it could do to other people.
Very true. I will be more vigilant.
Brandon, would I be able to talk with the new leader or our new leader?
Via
Via meditation.
meditation.
Fucking Ace Ventura astral projection.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna use
Oh,
everything to my advantage.
alrighty then.
You can always certainly try. I think it's going to be something still, especially since Velroz isn't entirely used to astral projection, something that
That's
he's
fair.
going to have to work towards, but he can certainly always try, especially during your rests and stuff if you're within an end where you don't need to be on watch or anything.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense.
And you could potentially, you could potentially, if you get better at the astral projection, you could project yourself and let your body rest while you're still keeping watch type thing, probably down the road.
Ooh, I like that. Let's go. But yeah, for now, don't worry about it, and we'll just continue on.
Okay. So you continue down the road and you guys make it all the way to the town that you were going to, which now you can click on the first spoiler.
Let's go.
That's the one at the very bottom, or the first one that was posted?
It'll be the first one that was posted.
Okay. Oh, this Hexwood Hallow.
Yeah, Hexwood Hallow.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, as you enter the town, there's an archway, and it just says Hexwood Hallow on it. And I just bumped the shit out of my desk and hit my funny bone.
Is that? I mean, is it like blood on the table and like piles of what used to be bodies?
As you walk into the town, you notice it's rather dirty, and in the center there is an executioner's block.
Oh,
Hmm.
well, okay then.
So I'm guessing that is representative of blood, and it probably doesn't smell so nice in here.
It mostly just smells, I guess, as bad as like a natural place could smell. Like,
So kind of stale and dusty
yeah,
kind of.
stale, dusty, definitely heavy sense of the trees surrounding the village. But yeah,
Okay, so there's like an open area. It's not enclosed or anything.
no. I'm sorry. Yes, it is enclosed by just like fucking logs, like that were like pounded into the ground. That's about it.
But I'm guessing there's like a little bit of ventilation or something.
Yeah, it's not.
Mm.
There's not like a dome or anything over it.
Mm.
It basically just looks like a camp that expanded and grew into a small town.
Mm.
And the other thing is, there's not really a whole lot of people out right now. In fact, at a glance, there's almost no one out. You see a few guards walking around and stuff.
Is there, or can we see if there's anything, anything suspicious, as in like with the guards or anything like that? Can we check?
You want to go like Yeah, you can, I mean, you can always give me a perception check as you're walking around to see if
Yeah, I'll
anything
go ahead and do that.
seems suspicious. Hold on.
You're good.
I'm like super freaking burpy today. It's disgusting. Doing that thing where I'm like, yeah, you can die. So go ahead and give me
Oh, let's go. 23 with a nat 20.
Oof.
walking around. The blood and stuff that's on top of the executioner's block doesn't appear to be enough blood that seems like it came from like a whole person. And the other thing you notice just kind of about like the guards and stuff, they just seem a little haunted maybe. You do pick up that some of them have like one of the guards that you walk by has a missing ear. And then just the very few townspeople that you do walk by, they all seem to be missing limbs here and there.
Ooh.
The blood, does it look like possibly like ritual sacrifice or anything like that? Like,
With the nat 20, you're guessing that it wasn't. No one was killed up there. There's no one who was killed up there.
so it's only that, like it's like a wound's worth of blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anybody, I guess in addition with that, is there anybody who doesn't so much look suspicious, but that I can kind of tell they're willing to talk, or you know what I mean? Like they're not like scared, or I don't know how to word that properly.
As you walk past the few guards that are in town, while they look haunted like the other people that you do see, they do acknowledge you and give you kind of like a head nod, so you can tell that they're not unfriendly.
Right. Okay. I mean, screw it. What do you think, Luke? Do you think we should just talk to the guards and figure out what's going on?
I mean, we could also ask where their, their person in charge is.
That and or who? So we're at the place where our job is.
Yeah, you were directed to go to the town nearest the border of the Hexwoods.
Okay. So I guess we should ask the guard where the Thieves Guild is, or not Thieves Guild. Fuck.
Pursuit.
Pursuit. Thank you. I don't know why that came to mind first. I really don't. I don't. Anyway, yes. Where the headquarters is.
You approach one of the guards and ask him, and he looks confused at first, and he's, you need what exactly? Sorry, we don't. That doesn't sound like a place that we have here.
We were hired to come here and help you. Direct us to whoever hired us.
Well, if someone put out a heed for help, then it was probably Virgil. He, I guess, in your terms, would be considered the mayor, I suppose, the leader. Yes, Virgil. And he points over to a building, and it is, so on the map there's the big opening to the right-hand side. He points over to the large building to what would be considered the right, so like the top of the map. And he's, well, that would be his home over there.
And could you also tell me what's been going on here? What do you know of it?
I'm not at liberty to share any information with outsiders. You'll have to talk to Virgil.
Loke, would you like to intimidate to get some information?
I don't know if I'm gonna try lighter at first. He'll just approach the guard and excuse us, but we are with the pursuit. We're here to help. If you could give us any information, would greatly appreciate it. So tell me, What troubles you, friend?
Nothing really. Everything seems to be mostly normal.
Mostly normal, you mean? Then what's off about it?
Well, things are always different here in Hexwood Hollow. So, things are mostly normal.
I want to fight this dude so bad.
It's
But
Lok just
if
shrugs.
you were
Oh,
sent here by someone to help us, perhaps you should talk with Virgil.
I'll go ahead and walk away from the guard and just kind of
leave this
motion
guy.
Lok to follow.
As you both walk away,
Worthless.
he murmurs something under his breath, not insulting, but go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you pick up anything.
Oh, come on, nat 20 again. Let's go. Not so much,
Oh.
but
15?
19.
Oh, yeah. So you both hear him say, he's not talking to you or at you, but he just says, "We all lend a hand here."
We all lend a hand.
Yes.
Kind of weird cryptic shit.
This mother. I'm sorry. What was that you said?
Hold on. I'm just imagining Velroz like
He's like, what'd you say to me?
giving the look of that guy from the B movie where he's like he turns around with that dumbfounded look. Oh.
I put my fist up, and all you see is a tank top shown underneath the cloak. Just trying to throw hands.
He looks
Come on,
up at
homeboy,
you.
come on. Throw their hands, homeboy.
The guard looks up at you and says, "We all lend a hand here. I was just lending mine." And he turns away from you and starts walking in the opposite direction.
Oh, this is cause for fighting, but we'll go ahead and
You turn your back on me? Where you going?
take my ass to arms and rip the dude's fucking head off. We'll go ahead and just keep going to Virgil's house.
It appears these people have more problems than we expected.
It seems like something else is off, though. Not just what we came here to do.
He kind of sighs and nodding his head. Yes. Unfortunately, seems like we've got our work cut out for us. Again.
What else is new?
So I guess we'll make our way
Yeah,
over to Virgil.
So you go up to this large house. It's definitely the tallest house in this town. And you give it a few solid knocks. And you hear someone seeming to rush downstairs. You hear just loud stomping, and they fumble something, and it sounds like glass shatters on the floor. And you hear the door start to rattle open. And before you see a man. He's rather short. He's a halfling man. And he looks up at you and, "Oh, hello there. Are you here to donate?"
What do you mean by donate?
"In Hexwood Hollow, we all lend a hand."
I'll ask you again. What do you mean by donate?
"I assume you are here to give us a hand or a foot or an ear?"
Lok just enters. We're here with the pursuit.
"Oh, you're here to investigate the missing people."
Yes, and we intend to keep our limbs.
"Interesting. Well, I am Virgil, and I suppose I can be of some help to you. Come on in if you
I
like.
hope so.
Please do come on in." And he opens the door all the way. As you both make your way in, this place is a wreck. There are broken dishes all over the place. There's a lamp that is knocked over. The cushions for his furniture are both torn apart and thrown on the floor. And there's leftover food still in the kitchen
How wasteful.
that has.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking savages.
And-
Gosh.
Coming from the orc with a fucking belt over his shoulder.
Hey, we don't waste food. That's
there
just
seems to
bad
be
manners.
there seems to be several days worth of food just
Jeez.
left.
He's like a depressed bachelor with like moldy pizza in the corner. Like half drinking cans of Mountain Dew sitting on the table.
Does he? Are we just standing like in the middle of a room, or?
Yeah, what you would just be like a living room style area. Welcome to my home. I know it's not much, but we get what we can around here. And, well, things have been different lately.
Lok kind of pinches his nose. And not very inviting. The stench of rotting food. How wasteful.
You're welcome to any of it, but you'll have to forgive the mess. I lost my housekeeper.
Lost the will to live, apparently. He don't even clean up after himself.
So
I was so totally expecting that.
So welcome to Hexwood Hallow, and well, if you're here to investigate the missing persons, I can point you off in the only lead that I am aware of.
Well, I do have a question. One cannot deny the sunny disposition of your town. Tell me, what's going on? What's really going on here?
Nothing out of the ordinary as far as I'm concerned. All of us lend a hand. We give up parts of ourselves so that we may live in peace.
So, hey, look. Do we want to go full intimidation on this fucker and like start getting a move on with this?
I kind of want to. That's kind of where I'm going. Like, he's getting a little...
A little more agitated.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is that, as far as the missing people come, we aren't entirely sure where they went, but there have been rumors of a witch or a hag in the forest nearby.
So you're telling me that this town is always so cheery like this?
Cheery? Yes, we're very happy here.
Well, that's interesting. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Well, my thought is this. If we intimidate him, we could potentially kill someone who's under a spell. If we go find this hag, it's more than likely a trap, and we're going to spring the trap. So what are our options here?
Kill the hag.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and just point us in the right direction to this hag of yours?
Sure. About 3 miles or so, just outside our back gate. Her home is said to be south.
So she's just a happy neighbor. Oh, nice.
Nailed it.
She hasn't always been here. No, she started coming around just a few years ago, and we cannot move Hexwood Hallow.
Also, on a side note, that rest that we took when Lok had his dream and all that stuff, Was that considered a short rest?
Long rest.
Long rest, okay. Just so we know where we're all at with the spells and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
I think,
go ahead. Okay, good.
No, go for it.
Let's go ahead and get moving.
Hold on. Tell me, what's with your village, your town, and their obsession with chopping off body parts?
Well, for some time we believed that sacrificing parts of ourselves would help keep the hag away, as we gave them to her. But people started going missing just recently, so we're not entirely sure that was true.
Bunch of fucking geniuses.
And is that where the phrase, we all lend a hand, comes from?
We do all lend a hand, and yes.
So, what you're telling me is, when the hag moved in, you all started offering pieces of yourselves to her.
Yes, precisely.
So, if we were to get rid of this hag, what do you people think you're going to do?
Perhaps we'll stop cutting off pieces of ourselves.
Okay.
So casually.
You know what? Final question. If we get rid of this hag, what is our payment?
I almost said pieces of ourselves.
Jesus.
We will offer pieces of ourselves to you.
If you said that, your next word should be roll for initiative.
No.
Oh, you guys should roll for initiative.
What the fuck?
I totally forgot to have you guys roll initiative at the beginning of the session.
Oh.
I'm doing something different.
Oh. Okay.
Basically, I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative at the start of after long rests, and that'll kind of determine how well of rest your character got, and then that'll just be their initiative until after the next at the end of the next combat.
So we just roll for initiative right now?
Yep.
Just for you to document it?
Yeah.
Velroz got 19.
See. I got a 13.
So Velroz got some pretty good rest, and so did Lok. Okay. So anyways, what were you asking him? I'm sorry. What you asked him? What your payment's going to be?
Yes.
He looks at you and he says, "Well, I suppose the town will come up with some sort of. You want to be paid in money?"
Yes.
Then that's what will happen.
Tell me, are there any orcs or half-orcs among your people?
Half-orcs, some. Not too many orcs around this part. They tend to be more so around the elder tree inside the Hexwoods. Why do you ask?
He just grins. Good. Then tell them the hero, Lok Blackwood, would like for them to erect a shrine in Shargas's name in the event that we return victorious with the hag's head.
We do not worship any one of that deity's name here. No one does.
It's a request in return for my services.
We will see what we can do.
I'm sure some of my kin may feel inspired after seeing the might of Shargas blessed upon me.
Interesting. As I said, we will see what we can do.
Very well.
He's adopted a more hostile tone. His eyes have sharpened.
Oh, oh, oh! Now we're getting somewhere. We're pressing some buttons.
Would I be able to kind of read his body language or response?
You roll an insight check.
Kind of notice what kind of level of hostility he's getting. Oof. That's good. 18, so that would be, I think, 22.
Oh.
Because I'm trained in, proficient in insight, so 22.
It just seems to be getting offended that you would ask them to build a shrine to a god that they don't believe in. And not necessarily they as in the town, they as in Virgil himself.
So tell me, what god or gods do you worship here?
I prefer not to say. Now, if you would please do the job that we are hiring you to do and take care of the hags.
He'll glare, like, from, up on high, considering he's pretty big normally, and it's a tiny little halfling. He's gonna glare and says, I insist. Any information could help us in doing our job, after all. Which I don't know, I may try to intimidate with his...
Bro, roll for it. Let's just do it. Let's go.
With the fucking, like, blood dripping down his face from the warg hide.
Well, yeah, you can roll an intimidation check.
Let's see. I would like to keep this 18. Fucking A, dude. A 17. Okay.
Wow.
So, 22. Same fucking roll.
They don't seem to be afraid of you at all.
He doesn't budge. Yeah, look at him.
But as you're kind of keeping an eye contact with it, with Virgil, you see a faint purple glow in his eyes, and it only lasts for just a moment, and it goes away.
Do I see this as well?
Just Lok.
Okay.
Yeah, right now is when I really wish I had more, like, I had intelligence, like, knowledge skills trained. That would probably help. So he just doesn't say anything, he just stares.
Yes. He does say something, but not in regards to what you just said. He scoffs and he says, how about the less questions you ask, the more we pay you?
It's tempting, I know. Let's just go ahead and get this job over with.
He's still just glaring at the little halflings. Very well. Expect our victorious return. The less I see of this town, the better.
I'll go ahead and lead us out.
So you leave, he's still cradling his egg. And he's just like, I'm sorry you had to see Daddy that way.
I completely forgot you had that fucking... Oh my god. Who's a cute little egg? You are. You are.
Don't grow up to have a temper like Daddy. No, don't be like him.
Jeez.
You're gonna be a good baby, huh? I don't know, maybe we'll return here and demand tribute so they will offer pieces of themselves to feed my baby dragon. Or
we don't know
in the egg.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't know what's in the egg yet, and I'm gonna laugh at something. If you did get a dragon, I'd be like, "Well, this campaign's gonna get really good." But until Brandon's like, "Yeah, it flies off and leaves you."
Like, no.
Oh.
Lok is now brokenhearted and suffers 1 negative level.
Jesus Christ!
You take 3d10 psychic damage from the hurt.
Ooh.
You make all rolls with disadvantage.
Jesus, chill. Fucking chill.
So he kind of takes the robe or the cloak that's around him and pulls it tighter and walks back upstairs.
He doesn't see us out.
Nope.
Oh,
Lok just fucking scoffs. There he goes to not clean his home. Filthy creature. I suppose we should be off to take care of this hag. No one here in this town is clearly of any use.
I agree. Let's go ahead and get out of here.
You guys head off, and as you're walking through this town, it is just dead silent. And Lok, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
People wanted to fight. Let's go.
You want to throw hands? Let's do this. Oh, a 7, so 9.
Oh God. You can barely pick up the grass is green.
I'm talking to my egg too much.
Out of the
Right
corner
after
of your eye,
Velroz told me to be fucking vigilant.
be vigilant. Egg. Good egg. Out of the corner of your eye, you see that same creature, and it rushes towards you, and right as it gets to you, it disappears.
Ah, fun.
Do I see this then, since I'm right next to Lok?
You do not see it.
But he'd probably see me, pull up my sword. And,
react.
And then just stand there. Nothing happens. Like,
sword in one hand, fucking egg in the other.
as he looks around, kind of alert, clearly is another illusion. Growing really frustrated with these illusions.
What illusion are you talking about?
Another one rushed at me and tried to attack, and disappeared.
It grows bold enough to even get us here. This apparition or spirit or whatever this is definitely bold. Let's go ahead and proceed with extreme caution.
Agreed. I guess I'll tuck my egg safely into my backpack.
Fucking egg.
I want to see what comes from this thing, man. Brandon's probably like, haha, you dummies, it's just gonna be just a lizard. But joke's on you, I am gonna love whatever comes out of this egg. I don't care what it is.
So you guys head to the back of the town and out the back entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whichever way the hag is.
Kind of start walking through the woods themselves. There's handprints on the sides of the trees, and it's not it's hundreds and hundreds of handprints, all of different shapes and sizes.
Wait, did you say bloody or with it's paint?
No, it's almost like they're engraved in the tree. You could roll a perception check for me to.
Should I do that as well?
Yeah.
14.
Ooh, 22.
With a 22, so they look like they were almost pressed in it would be with candle wax, after it gets a little bit hot, how you push it in.
Like a mold?
Yeah.
But it's into the tree, the bark.
Yes, right. It's into the trees, and it's on most of the trees, and it's just hundreds of handprints as you're walking into the woods.
Can we tell if they're children handprints?
They're
various.
Yeah, they're all different shapes and sizes.
I think Lok is gonna kind of brush his finger on one and just. Now this is concerning. Probably work of the hag.
More than likely, especially with how the town is acting. This is going to be interesting.
I'm going to enjoy taking her head.
We'll go ahead and continue on.
You guys travel for a decent amount of time, and you come across it's a small hut, but it's a really nice, well kept hut.
Can we see anything else around? If that spirit's there, if the hag's watching us, like, is there anything that we can notice?
At a glance, you don't notice anything. It doesn't even feel like someone's watching you or anything.
Well, do you want to be the one to knock, or shall I?
He'll just smirk and just lift up his big fist and give it 3 good knocks.
On the third knock, it just kind of opens itself. Not like you knocked it open barely, but like the door seems to be pulled open by something. But there's nothing there.
All the way?
Yeah.
Is there light inside?
Yeah, there's candles, there's food on the table, there's something cooking in a pot.
What, do we see her from the door?
No.
So no one's in this place?
No one's, no. Not that you can see or anything, no.
Well, this is a little suspicious. I don't care how good the food is, no one's here.
I think someone is home. They're just hiding.
Well, let's go ahead and get to it.
Go ahead and Velroz, roll an investigation check for me.
I'm going to... I think before we enter... What is that? Because I think that's a D4 that I have to roll. I was going to cast False Life, just in case.
You know... I was getting such good rolls. Well, I can investigate that the door might possibly be made out of wood, because I got a 5.
Plus nothing? Or is that...
Yeah, no, it's you said investigation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's +0.
Okay. Yeah, no, nothing. You don't really find anything. And you're going to cast False Life, Lok?
Yes, I rolled a 3, so I get 7 temporary HP.
Okay.
How long does it last?
1 hour.
Oh, nice.
So I could have just wasted a spell slot, or or my hunch is correct, and I might need it.
We're here to dispose of somebody, so let's not waste it.
Brandon's gonna be like, "It's been an hour and 5 minutes. Your temporary HP is worn off. Now you fight."
By the way, with everything, with our walk and everything like that, what time of day are we looking at here?
So you guys woke up around like between 6 and 7. Took you another 4 hours to get to Hexwood Hallow, and probably just took you about another hour to get to this place.
So we're looking like we're looking like 10 o'clock at most. Or no,
like almost
God,
noon.
I can do math. I swear.
I can fly. I pilot.
Yeah. So, well, are we still at the door? I think we're still at the door. Or did I investigate?
No one had said if they were going to walk in or anything, so.
I'll go ahead and start poking around. Why not?
You going into the hut?
Yes.
And what's Lok?
Yeah, Lok will follow.
Okay. You guys spend the next 5 minutes or so looking around. Go ahead and roll investigation checks for me again, but with advantage this time, since you're looking together.
Oh. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yay! Well, I got 17.
Sorry. When you say with advantage, can you humor me on that?
Roll twice and take the better dice.
Gotcha. Thank you. So I figured it was, but Jesus, rolled a 12 and a 13, like perfect. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the 13. Okay. Also, if you do with advantage and you roll the same exact number, do you roll again?
Nah.
Okay, I was just curious.
What did Lok roll? Sorry.
I got 17 total.
Okay. So with a 17 and a 13, eventually you guys just looking around, you look through the pantry, there just seems to be all sorts of herbs and different what what are the things that some spells need? Like in my mind just died.
Reagents.
yeah, you just find some like different like regions. You find uh
Can I take some? Like, I don't know, like some interesting ones, like herbs or anything that seems rare or valuable.
it's nothing extremely valuable, but definitely some stuff that could be useful to you no matter what. Um, you would definitely find some like alcohol and stuff that you could potentially use for your false life, different cooking herbs and
Get drunk.
spices. Yeah, you could get drunk with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
that definitely. I would take some of those then.
and then the other thing you find as you're kind of looking around is you find a kind of like a not a trap door, but just like a cellar door type thing, but it's underneath a rug.
How would we find that?
With your investigation check as you were searching
Oh,
around.
okay. Oh, okay, that was the continuation of that. Well, what do we have here? I'll go ahead and throw back the rug, kind of kick it off of it.
Food probably smells really good.
Jesus Christ.
It does. It smells pretty divine. Yeah.
Your stomach's gonna get us killed.
I mean, he knows not to trust food that's just sitting in a hag's hut, but he's pretty enticed. He's like, I don't know. I mean, it's just sitting there. It smells so good.
So you said there's food on the table and more food cooking in the pot? Or
Yeah.
something cooking in the pot?
Yeah, like there seemed to be like a meal that was set ready, and then
For how many people?
just one.
Okay. Um, well, what do you think we should do? Trash the place? Or go down into the cellar?
Hmm. I have an idea.
Oh boy.
And did you lift the trap door?
I'll go ahead and do that since I took off the rug. But yes, I will open the trap door. Cellar door, however you call it.
After you open the cellar door, Loka's gonna cast minor illusion to mimic a like a lost child, like going like, hello, hello, anyone home?
Genius. I like
You,
that.
you're casting it to try it like down into the cellar area.
Kind of, yeah, like in this area and down into the cellar.
You don't hear anyone respond really, but go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Wow.
Just Loke.
Both of you.
Ooh, here we go. 16, so that's an 18.
Perception check would be
You add your wisdom.
Yeah.
And proficiency if you're proficient.
not proficient, but wisdom, yes, +3, so it'd be dirty 20.
Dirty 20 and
Yep.
18. You said.
Yes.
You after you do that, you don't just hear like one voice call out. You hear several voices call out, but they're one specific phrase you hear is "You'll be safe in here."
Well,
Um, I will cast minor illusion again and have the child's voice say, "Help me! I'm afraid of the dark."
The voices, and it's a mixture of voices. They call back to that. And come in here. We're safe in here. But they sound friendly. I'm just telling you what they're saying.
Mm. Like, Loke will look over at Velroz with like So, like, what do you think? Kind of look.
Can we tell how big the cellar or at least the entrance is? Like, can Lok stand up in it, or is it like a tunnel, or?
You'd be able to. The flight of stairs that goes down into it is about 20 steps, and then he can't see the whole thing, but he's able to see with his dark vision that seems to be a decent sized area. He would definitely be able to stand up down there.
I'll cast message, which does allow Velroz to respond telepathically.
Oh, let's go.
Well, I mean, I whisper a message that only the target can hear, and the target can whisper back that only I can hear. Like, he'll basically tell him, like, it looks big enough inside, but I can't see anyone.
I have no doubt that this is a trap. And more so, I have a feeling that this hag is waiting for us.
He just grins and does another message like, shall we go in face first? Or some subtlety? And he pulls out his vial of the fire vial.
Oh shit! We're gonna torch the fucking place.
Don't you still have some left?
I still have 3. Oh, excuse me, I have 4. Just start torching the fucking place, bring it down on her. But if those kids are there, though, we have a chance of killing them.
Yeah. Fuck.
I mean, not like the townsfolk will notice.
Oh well, I had killed them all.
Yep.
At least no more will be kidnapped.
Start making babies again, you'll be alright. I'll go ahead and telepathically whisper back so only you can hear. Why don't we go ahead and get this over with? Face first it is.
As you two send these messages back and forth, you hear a foreign voice within the same spell, and it says, "What are you two doing in my home?"
Oh fuck!
Stop eavesdropping on our private conversation. This is A and B. See yourself out.
Oh shit! What do you need from us?
No, you hear a couple footsteps from behind you and a wooden thud, like someone stomping a stick, like a solid stick, on the hardwood floor. And then you hear the voice, not in your heads. It says, "Turn around slowly."
I'd like to
turn around and swing.
Yeah, no. Well, hang on. Don't beat me to it. Don't beat me to it. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I'm gonna take a chance.
There's a lot of stuff that.
And I summon.
Flip the fucking table with your astral arms.
Hang on, I'm getting to it. Don't beat me to it. Can I summon my astral arms and subdue whoever's behind me?
It sounds like they're at the entrance of the home.
Okay. Can I summon my arms to slam the door?
They already slammed it, I think, didn't they?
You haven't looked yet.
Because you said we heard, like... I thought we heard the door close and, like, a staff hit the floor. Or was it just the staff?
Just the staff.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then I will...
So the door could still be open, then. So you could just slam.
I'll go ahead and turn around slowly.
To let you know, the door opened outwards, so he would have to get past them in order to close it. If that makes sense.
Could my arms spawn outside, or do they spawn on me?
They spawn on you, and they only have like a 10-foot reach.
That's no fun.
You turn around slowly.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, Lok too.
You both turn around, and you see a hooded figure standing there, and they have a fireball spell ready in their hand and a quarterstaff.
Oh boy!
And they
You
say,
just told us it was a fireball.
"Who are you?"
Hi, Jehovah's Witnesses. Would you like to talk about our Lord and Savior?
Jesus Christ.
We also sell Mary Kay products. It looks like you could use them.